very extreme in it,
Ladies and gentlemen, the ceremony is about to begin. At any time during the ceremony, please feel free to come forward and take pictures. Please stand for the invocation given by DFC Custer and remain standing while playing the national anthem.
Let us pray. O Lord, as these young men and women walk across the stage, they are walking into a new chapter of their lives. As they enter this new chapter, we pray that you steady them, that they may remain steadfast in pursuit of their goals and their dedication to the Army of the United States of America.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Colonel McCrae, Command Sergeant Major Showmaker, Sergeant Major Connor, distinguished guests, friends and relatives, welcome to the graduation and pinning ceremony for the 13 Bravo, 13 Juliet, 13 Mike, and 13 Romeo classes from 1st Battalion, 78th Field Artillery, United States Army. Today marks the successful completion of the demanding coursework. This is their day to be part of the fully trained and ready Army. Soldiers, today you join the ranks of the United States Army Field Artillery, a proud warrior class whose history began with a few simple cannons and has evolved into a complex system of short and long-range missiles and howitzers with unlimited capability. You are here because you have successfully completed the challenging training necessary to become a fully qualified soldier in the most lethal army in the world. Following in the footsteps of those before you, to include your instructors and soldiers like Sergeant First Class Jared C. Monty, whose heroism and gallantry in Operation Enduring Freedom as a forward observer earned him this nation's highest award, the Medal of Honor, for selflessly sacrificing himself while attempting to save the lives of his men. Or the Medal of Honor recipient Sergeant First Class Webster Anderson, who distinguished himself by conspicuous gallantry and intrepidity in action while serving as Chief of Section. With complete disregard for his personal safety, he mounted the exposed parapet of his howitzer position and directed devastating direct howitzer fire on the assaulting enemy while providing rifle and grenade defensive fire against enemy soldiers attempting to overrun his gun section. Ladies and gentlemen, the guest speaker for today's graduation is Command Sergeant Major Kemper, Commandant, Non-Commissioned Officer Academy, Fort Dix. Command Sergeant Major Kemper's complete biography is located inside your program.
Good morning, Colonel McCrae, Battery Commander, Battery First Sergeant, Field Artillery Captain, graduating soldiers, families, and friends. I want to thank Sergeant First Class Sonnenberg for the invitation to speak. I am honored to present a few words of wisdom to these graduating class and a class that includes my daughter, Private Baker. I am excited for each of you to begin your adventure. I want you love the Army. I want you to smile because you are happy with your decision to join the best equipped, best trained, best army in the world. I want you to know that we are professional soldiers. You did not simply choose a job. Your military occupational specialty is what you will do, but you chose a profession as a soldier. The uniform you put on is the most costly of all suits, better than Armani or any other designer you choose. We wear our designer suits every day, no different from the professionals on Wall Street or any other large corporation. So when you dress in your designer suit, remember that you are a professional soldier. You should always look, act, and speak as a professional. There are requirements to being a professional soldier. I like to say, I have the secret to success. Are you listening? I need you to pay attention because I will share with you the secret to being a professional, whether you stay 3 years or 30 years. The first secret is to know that the Army is based on doctrine. In case you haven't been inundated with doctrine already, basic training in AIT, you should know that the Army has things like Army regulations, Department of Army pamphlets, commander's policies, standard operating procedures. If you want to be successful, you must read. I know you can read because everybody is on their phone reading different chats and groups, and I need you to know that reading the regulations, reading Army doctrine is where your success comes from. You can't possibly read all of the Army doctrine at once. But if you want to know if something is right, if you want to know if someone told you something, look it up. Once you read it, you become more knowledgeable how the Army works. We have too many soldiers who fail because they do not know anything about the Army. That includes our leaders that don't look in the Army doctrine without the right. So I'm challenging you to look up, find it, know what the Army is about. Your success is based in knowing where to look, what to look for, and then act on it once you find it. Your credibility as a soldier, whether follower or leader, is based on what you know. When you take the time to read so that you do not lose credibility in the eyes of your supervisors, your leaders, your peers, and your supporters. The second secret is to always do the right thing. That means following the Army rules, following what is written in Army doctrine. Standards are in place so that the Army is not in complete chaos. You've probably found that out through basic training and advanced individual training, that there's a lot of rules, a lot of standards, a lot of discipline. On purpose, we have to have it in the Army so that it's not anarchy and chaos. The Army can't run efficiently without standards. I tell my students and my soldiers that I require them to do the right thing in a way. It sounds so simple, but the reality is it can't fail if they follow the advice. The key to success is that if you follow standards and you know the regulations, you cannot get out. It's that easy. You are at the most difficult. It is challenging being a pilot. She wants to be free. I remember that every you're a non-commissioned officer, you stand up because you read the rules and can now share the secret success with your students. Remember, being a professional means being disciplined. All eyes are on you, whether you're in your unit or outside in the community. Our United States of America looks at you be doing the right thing all the time. So if you're doing something wrong, remember somebody's wrong. I am proud of the hard work and dedication of the unit people. I wish you Godspeed in your first year. Congratulations to each of you, and thank you kindly for listening.
Soldiers, you have been trained by the most professional, non-commissioned officers working in our Army today. Field artillery instructors are the elite in the military occupation specialists. These instructors must demonstrate exceptional proficiency in all areas related to instruction, as well as being professional leaders and mentors. All instructors spend countless hours teaching, coaching, counseling, and living the 7 Army values of loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage, and must go through a rigorous certification program to become qualified to instruct. They must maintain these standards throughout their assignment as an instructor. The instructors before you have exceeded standards, demonstrated exceptional professionalism, shown impeccable knowledge, and spent countless hours mentoring these soldiers to become the fine warriors they are today. At this time, Lieutenant Colonel Craig, Command Sergeant Showmaker, Command Sergeant Major Showmaker will present the following instructors with a token of appreciation from the students and the cadre of the 1st Battalion, 78th Field Artillery. For 13 Bravo, Class 11-18, Staff Sergeant Edgardo Diaz. For 13 Juliet, Class 15-18, Staff Sergeant Trevor Deaver. For 13 Mike, Class 201-18, Staff Sergeant Eric Fountain. For 13 Romeo, Class 503-18, Sergeant First Class Jeff Ritter. Please join me in a well-deserved round of applause for these instructors. Family members, please feel free to come forward and take pictures. Distinguished Honor Graduate and Honor Graduate Awards are presented for overall excellence in training and character development throughout the training cycle. Each awardee will also be pinning the cross cannon insignia onto their uniform, thus signifying that the Department of the Army and Field Artillery Commandant have certified that these soldiers are branch qualified and are true artillerymen. The official party for today's ceremony is Command Sergeant Major Kempers, AIT Drill Sergeant Staff Sergeant Lindholm, and AIT Platoon Sergeant Staff Sergeant Medina. The Distinguished Honor Graduate, 13 Bravo class is Private Dalen McWaters, Class 11-18. The distinguished honor graduates for the 13 Juliet classes are PFC David Custer, Class 15-18. Private Gilberto Ramirez, Class 16-18. Distinguished honor graduate for the 13 Mike classes, Private Alexander Otley, Class 201-18. Distinguished honor graduate for the 13 Romeo class are Private Junelle Rodriguez, Class 503-18. Please join me in a round of applause for our distinguished honor graduates. The honor graduates for the 13 Bravo class are Private Cynthia Arocho, Class 11-18. Private Donovan Blankenship, Class 11-18. Private Louis Robledo, Class 11-18. The honor graduates for the 13 Juliet classes are Specialist Chase Beard, Class 15-18. Private Zachary McNeese, Class 16-18. The honor graduates for the 13 Mike class is Private Evan Vett, Class 201-18. Private Megan Hines, Class 201-18. The honor graduates for the 13 Romeo class is Private Dominic Watkins, Class 503-18. Please join me in a round of applause for the honor graduate. The High Army Physical Fitness Test awardees are awarded the Army Physical Badge for Excellence by scoring at least 90 points in 3 Army Physical Fitness Test events. The push-up, sit-up, and 2-mile run with a maximum score of 300 points. The High APFT awardee from each class is PFC Shakira Glover, 13 Bravo, Class 11-18. Private Malik Martin, 13 Juliet, Class 15-18. Private Janelle Rodriguez, 13 Romeo, Class 503-18. Please join me in a well-deserved round of applause for our high education. At this time, PFC Custer from 13 Juliet, Class 15-18, will present Command Sergeant Major Kemper with a token of appreciation from the students and cadre of the 1st Battalion, 78th Field Artillery.
Please accept this token of appreciation. Your busy schedule to share those words with after graduating class.
The remainder of the soldiers of the 13 Bravo, 13 Juliet, 13 Mike, and 13 Romeo classes will now pin on the Field Artillery branch insignia. The cross cannon's insignia has been in use since 1834 and represents 2 crossed Napoleon cannons from 1812. This insignia was modified in 1901, 1907, 1957, and 1967, which is in current use today, and represents the Field Artillery as the king of battle. Ladies and gentlemen, 13 Bravo, Class 11-18, Private Alfred, Private Allen, Private Rabu, Private Argenta, Private Blackburn, Private Branch. Private Bright, Private Campos, PFC Edwards. Private Leguizamo, Private Rossini, Private Mason. PFC Miller, Private Neely, Private Ness. PFC Parkman, Private Schneider, James, Private Schneider, Jacob. Specialist Standard, Private Step, Private Taylor. Private Velasco, PFC Wasia, Private White. Private Withrow, Private Rabluski. Ladies and gentlemen, 13 Juliet, class 15-18. Private Blackwell, PFC Francis. Private P. Scott. Private Janisco, Private Levy, Private McAllister. Private McAllister. Ladies and gentlemen, 13 Juliet, class 16-18. Private Daly. Private McGee. Private Ortiz, Private Parker, Private Pinto. Private Railbag, Private Stagg, Private Washington. Ladies and gentlemen, 13 Mike, class 201-18. Sergeant Abel, Private Barnes, Private Connor. Private Delgado, Private Godwin, Private Gutierrez. Sergeant Hardy, Private Jones, PSC Copid. Private Latham, Private Libiter, Sergeant Mendoza. Specialist Mosine, Private O'Connell, Private Patterson. POC Plymel, Sergeant Schaefer, Private Suarez. Private Taylor, Private Zadorian. Ladies and gentlemen, 13 Romeo, class 503-18. Private Celestine, Private Garcia, Private House. Private Kenner, Private McCoy, Private Parlier. Private Ramos Rivera, Private Solis, Private Stewart. Private Wallace. Ladies and gentlemen, 13 Romeo, class 504-18, Private Alexander, Private Caraballo. Private Coronado, Private Della Riva, Private Kemp. Private Potter, Private Sanford, Private Smith. Private Jean. Please join me in a well-deserved round of applause for our graduates. At this time, PFC Custer will lead the class in reciting the Soldier's Creed. All soldiers, please stand for reciting the Soldier's Creed and remain standing for the playing of the Army Song.
The Soldier's Creed!
I am an American soldier. I am a warrior, member of the team. I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values. I will always place the mission first. I will never accept defeat. I will never quit. I will never leave a fallen comrade. I am disciplined, physically and mentally tough, trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills. I always maintain my arms and my equipment and myself. I am an expert and I am a professional. I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the enemies of the United States of America in close combat. I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life. I am an American soldier.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the singing of the Army Song. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the graduation ceremony. The cadre and soldiers of the 1st Battalion, 78th Field Artillery would like to thank you for your attendance. Please feel free to come forward and congratulate the graduates. The distinguished graduates will be at the base of the stage, while the remainder of the graduates will be in the foyer. PFC Custer, take charge.
Think about it, Sergeant.
Teamwork.
Right, place! Forward! March! Get it!
Right!
Get it!
Right!
Get it!
Right!
Right away!
So smooth!
Up, oh,
What? Oh no!
Sha-na-na-na-na-na.
Sha-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Zombie life is crazy.
Zombie life is crazy.
It's got me.
Hey!
It's got me.
Hey!
It's got me.
It's got me! It's got me! It's got me, missing my baby.
Put me on a silver jet.
Put me on a silver jet.
That's the ride I won't forget.
That's the ride I won't forget.
Zombie life is crazy.
Zombie life is crazy.
It's got me.
Hey!
It's got me.
Hey!
It's got me.
It's got me! It's got me! It's got me, missing my baby.
Put me in a barber chair.
Put me in a barber chair.
Spun me around, I had no hair.
Spun me around, I had no hair.
Zombie life is crazy.
Zombie life is crazy.
It's got me.
Hey!
It's got me.
Hey!
It's got me.
It's got me! It's got me! It's got me, missing my baby.
What? Oh, no.
What?